Another attack where our defenses are thin? If I didn't know better, I'd think the orcs were learning.
No, they most certainly are not. Anyway, hello viewers, this is Clockworks and welcome to Orcs Must Die. This is the Overpass, the 6th level. I'll be showing you how to beat this level and get 5 skulls the very first time you play it. Coincidentally enough, this is the very first time I have played this map, so if I can do it, you can do it. Now for this level they give you the barricades, which are very useful, and mobs don't attack them, not even ogres, so it's all good. The only time they'll attack a barricade is if you're standing on top of one, which you can do, or if you sit behind them and archers are trying to shoot you. I believe that's the only time they'll attack barricades. I know hunters will just hop over them, so barricades have infinite uses, although they are expensive, so they're a dangerous thing to use if you're going to go full barricades. Anyway, my tactic for getting 5 skulls this game is very difficult, and it's not something that can be easily done if you're not the best with the crossbow. It relies heavily on the player doing the majority of the work for the first few waves, and if you screw up you can easily let a kobold slip by and lose your chance of getting 5 skulls. If you want a much easier way of doing it, I'll put a link in the description to another guy who did a 5 skull guide. Although he had all of the items, his way was a lot safer. But if you can manage to do it the same way as me, then you'll get high pointage and 5 skulls at the same time. What I'm essentially going to do is I'm going to barricade them inside the gate, create a small path outwards, use slowing the tar to stop them from escaping. And that's essentially it. I'll use barrels to blow them all up when they're grouped up. It's a very simple tactic, but it requires, let's just say it requires you to survive the first few waves. And I wasn't sure if they could get past that little point there where I put the other barricade, but thankfully it's just far enough away from the wall that they can't. And the archer trap can shoot through the barricades, no problem, so don't worry about putting them in front. As you can see, I'm also using the wind gauntlet, as it were. There are acid pits to the left and to the right, which make this a very useful thing to have, in case anyone slips by, like so. But you'll mainly be relying on your crossbow to get the majority of the kills. Try and group them up before you throw them like that, so you can get a whole bunch of orcs in the acid pit in one go. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm placing that down here since I figured I needed a bit more firepower before I started putting down more barricades. The next wave is kobolds, and it's a very quick wave. Just don't let them past or they'll fucking sprint miles. You'll see later on when one escapes my grasp and almost gets to the almost makes it to the end. Now, you don't necessarily need to blow them back into the portal, but it is quite useful for delaying them. As you can see, that kobold almost escaped there. You've got to be very careful. Don't worry about stray orcs that run off, you can just snipe them like that. Just be very careful about the kobolds. Kobolds are your top priority. To do this tactic you need 100% awareness of where all of the enemies are. Unlike my last video where I let kobolds slip by, I've made damn sure that that will never happen ever again. And now my barricades are set up perfectly. Nothing is going to get out of here. This is where you use the alternate fire over the crossbow to full effect. As you know, orcs cannot run through each other, so if you do this, group them all up and make sure they're all grouped up in the barrel's range, and kaboom! You can blow them all up in one go like that. I figured I need an extra barricade just to have them slip by here. The archers you need to be especially careful of, because they'll just shoot you from over the barricades, so Or worse yet, they'll start shooting the barricades, and the barricades can't take a lot of punishment, to be honest. So be careful. Kaboom! There goes another 12. As you can see, once you get the barricades up and the tar up, this wave is easy as pie. Nothing is going to come out of that door. Even if an ogre came out of that door, he wouldn't get very far, I'll tell you that much. That was another kobold wave. Now I have spare cash here, so I figured I would try and place down a few archer guardians just to stop any kobolds that might be able to sneak past. But since there's only that tiny little pathway for them to come from, there's no way they're going to get by. But better safe than sorry, right? And I figured this was the best place. The orcs would be too distracted by me. Any archers will be too busy shooting me, and they won't bother shooting the old archer guardians. One problem with this setup is the... actually no, it's quite good. The arrow wall, even if orcs get too far and cover the barrel so you can't shoot it, the archer wall will still hit the barrel, so... Kaboom. There's another 20 kill streak. If I wanted, I could place down the barrels like indefinitely and just constantly kill anything for huge kill streaks. I could have probably gotten a 40 or a 60 kill streak here if I placed down the barrel right away. But anyway, that is the end of the level. As you can see, my tactic is very effective, but it's dangerous for the first few waves. Feel free to try it out yourself if you wish. That is the end of this level. Thank you for watching. This is Clockworks, that was 5 skulls, and see you on the next one.